Aloha's kids from Hawaii. This is HRHSF, which you all know that Facebook took that away from me. As many of my other friends, literally in the last 2 weeks, have been literally stripped of not titles, but their actual name, their identity, their performance persona, their artist name, their performance name, their porn star name, because they need to live a life away from their work. And they like to, and their friends that they've known for over 25, 30 years have always known them to be SisterFace or HRHSF. Now, I've been canceled out before after Lady Bunny. We both were forced to use our actual names. I had to go by, I somehow was able to go by my initials, which I did was HRH and then SF. Of course, Facebook wouldn't let me do it all capitals, so they made me do capital H, lower R, lower H, capital S, capital F, and it just looked all messed up. But it came to be. And yes, I have a page, and I have an ordained minister page, ordained minister, HRH, SisterFace, and I have SisterFace, my fan page that I post a lot of music on from SoundCloud and YouTube and various other places, people I support in the music world. It's very interesting, this whole process, because we can all see it from home. It looks very hateful, I must say, Facebook. Us LGBT community, amongst the entertainment community, amongst the artist community, amongst the porn community, amongst many victims that like to have or need another name because they cannot be found, or they just need some sort of feeling of protection. And you all have taken that away. I've seen that literally since I was let back on, which was crazy. And I know everyone can relate to me. When I came back on public, people that aren't on Facebook or are on Facebook that don't know this, I had to actually give an ID, a public ID. So I gave my license. I mean, I wasn't going to give them my credit card number, which is crazy, because when you give them your picture of your license and your real name before they let you back on, there's nothing that says that your license is protected with Facebook securely. Basically, I gave them, and many of you gave them and are going to give them your license. When someone has your actual license number and image and all the information on the license, talk about identity theft. Not even state and federal agencies ask you to do such things online. And if they do ask you to do that online socially, your private name, your real name, you can be what you want as far as your profile, because they still have your real identity hidden away and secure by most sites. Many sites do that. Many sites you have to give them an ID or some sort of ID, and then you can be whoever you want, though. That makes sense to me. I mean, quite frankly, I've been SisterFace since, I don't know, 1980 something. Before that, I was a few other names, and thank God, from the grace of Too Much Fabulous LSD with a fierce other diva that's fierce, she came up with a name and conjured up SisterFace at a time when I was redoing like Madonna's. I was like Weird Al Yankovic to Madonna, pretty much, and it was fun and it's fabulous. But my name's my name. It's my identity. It's who I make money off of. I throw parties. I have history steeped in the LGBT community and advocacy. Many of my friends, let me just stop talking about me. My friends, all my drag diva friends, transgender, people have fought for rights forever. More than I can ever say Facebook's even done in the last few years. You just can't. You're not old enough. You haven't been around the whole time of history. Drag queens, I think, to me even, drag queens, I'm a little snarly, children. I just got over a whole week fever, and I had to deal with this shit. So I'm still a little snarly. Sorry about that, public. But regardless, let's just say, there are people I got on Facebook today. It's kind of boring. I don't even know who some of my own drag diva and transgender friends' other names are and never have. So it's crazy to think now that I have to learn all this and we don't know who each other is. It slows down your business, it slows down your contacts. Why are you all doing this at Facebook? Is this really protecting people? Shouldn't you all be going after terrorists? Shouldn't you all be going after hate people, people that are haters on my God, it seems like you all have done more in this process than you've done than trying to save people from people being bombarded by haters or radical religious people or undercover people signing up on their pages, to it's just crazy. I mean, I'm really lost about it. And I thank God and universe and everyone that believes in what they believe in that Sister Roma and the Sister of Perpetual Indulgence in San Francisco are going to do their bit and everyone's going to join them tomorrow and they're going to have that meeting and wow, maybe something will get done, maybe not, but it's a good start. And we all, the world, Sister Roma, you got their attention so fabulously. You've been awesome. I adore you, dear. I wish I could be there tomorrow in San Francisco. Obviously, I can. It's not like I can fly across the ocean from Hawaii, but I'm there with you in spirit, children, in San Francisco, and everyone at that meeting. Sister Roma, you have my energy. You have everyone's energy. You are a fabulous ambassador, and I give you so much of my love and inner light to be there with you and to really raise a lot of eyebrows. Ask them, why Facebook are you asking for people's picture ID when you're not giving them any notice of protection of your ID? Why are you taking away people's names? I mean, what would certain stars are you going to make stars do this? Do all the Hollywood stars have to turn in their real names and license to you all? Do rock bands have to do this? It's crazy. Facebook would be so boring without the characters that are on it. And I don't know if you all think so or not, and I'm not being over modest. I think I'm being at least a little modest. I think the LGBT community makes a wonderful, colorful, vibrant part of Facebook and all social media at this point. So I really hope that I start seeing all of us queens get our names back. I should not have to have a SisterFace page if I didn't want one. I should be able to just have my SisterFace profile that is everything. And, how far can an experiment go if you're going to restrict people that aren't criminals? I mean, I just don't get the basis for this still, and I really hope that Facebook takes this time to work with the LGBT community, victims, past victims, people that cannot be having another name except for the name they want for themselves, to feel secure, to feel like they're not going to be found by someone maybe they were a victim too. There's a lot of reasons, Facebook. I mean, I really thought you all would have thought this out. Mark, we love Facebook, Mark. We love it, Miss CEO. We love it, everyone. You know that. No need to experiment anymore on that. The experiment now comes on your part, I guess. Are you going to work with people? Or do I have to be Hector Hoyos? We're not even 500 of my friends know who the hell Hector Hoyos is. I mean, it's going to take them a while. I mean, you're even making people look at each other's comments today going, who the hell is this? I need to clean my Facebook. Hello, they don't need to clean their Facebook. They just lost half the people they ever knew. Now they're another name out of nowhere. So really, you've got to protect the performers. And what about artists' rights? What about people? I mean, I'm a recording artist. Obviously, I'm back, and you got me by my knees, actually, because I'm a performer. I had to come back to Facebook, pretty much. Otherwise, I mean, geez, hopefully you all work this out. Dolls in San Francisco and all over the world, keep it up. Hashtag yourself. My name is, example, my name is SisterFace. Hashtag that, children. And then put it on Twitter, get it all across the internet. Facebook will see that. Sister Roma will see that. And they know that we will be there with them in San Francisco through the rest of this period to get through this. And hopefully Facebook will do the right thing. Facebook, Shocked. You're a part of equality, right? You're a part of spreading equality and civil rights and human rights, right? I mean, come on. We don't even want to go down that other road, Facebook, because we know you're not into discrimination. You're into fairness. You're into equality. You're into people's rights and artists' rights and people keeping separate personas and people identify with personas. You know? I mean, hello? How does anyone know who we are that are in our world anyway? I feel like I'm a mother to a lot of my drag doll friends, and a lot of drag dolls are mothers to me. I'm a mother, I'm a sister, I'm an auntie, I'm an uncle, I'm everything. And Facebook, I really don't come out often with like my white on. I haven't shaved. I'm shocked. Let's get this done, children. Aloha.